Welcome back to Dead Good Book Reviews. I'm Judith and you're watching another video here on the channel. This is my What I'm Reading Right Now video for the 14th week in 2022. Welcome. I'm sat on a creaky floorboard. We are dealing with it. I have had a reasonably good week since the last time we spoke. I'll be honest, I haven't done that much reading. I kind of made the executive decision that I really needed a weekend off, and I took a weekend off everything. I took a weekend off thinking about all the things that needed to be done, cleaning, doing video stuff. So yes, I'm a little bit behind on some things, but I feel so much better for it. So reminder to myself to take more weekends off. Thank you very much, past me, for doing that. And I really have felt much more productive this week so far. I mean, it's only middle of the day on Wednesday and I'm away tomorrow, but I feel good about what I've managed to achieve, which is a number of things. Let me tell you about them. In terms of reading, I mean, you don't need to know about my spreadsheets, I guess. I have finished 4 things. That's 8 things. I finished 4 things since the last time we spoke, starting with The Memory of Souls. I finished this. I was a chunk of the way through last time we spoke. I love this. I did the audiobook for these. I've kind of been doing a bit of a hybrid approach to this series so far. I couldn't remember much of what happened in this, and I had such a good time going through it. So this is the 3rd book. So in this we have sort of more of the story of the side characters, I guess. Side characters, there's quite a lot of important characters in this. But building on books 1 and 2 and going into more stuff and more dragons and more conflict and more romance and more just everything. It's so good. And I also, yesterday evening, maybe slightly 3 weeks ahead of when I'm meant to be reading it, finished The House of Always, which I haven't grabbed because I need to film this video quickly because I have sweet potatoes in the oven. Just my thrilling, exciting life. But I loved The House of Always. It's fantastic. I genuinely don't think I could tell you what my favourite book in the series is yet, because they flow so nicely into one another that they just feel really together. It's probably The Name of All Things, but we'll see when I finish Discord of Gods, which isn't going to be for a few weeks, so I'm on tenterhooks. I might start it early, I don't know. And then the other 2 things I finished are both Animorphs. I finished Animorphs 33 and I finished Animorphs 34. And I'm feeling really good about it. Yes, I still have to film them and I don't know when I'm going to do that. And practically speaking, that is the larger chunk of work than the reading of them. But I was feeling so behind on Animorphs at the start of this week, and now to be 2 books in and I'm actually about 10% of the way through Animorphs 35, ugh, it just feels good. It just feels good. So Animorphs April should go ahead as planned, which I was worried it wouldn't. But I think, assuming nothing goes terribly wrong in the next few days, I think we should be okay. And yes, I'm in the middle of quite a lot of things. I'm in the middle of 4 things. I have made no progress on the Tenceret series, which is my audiobook now that I've finished House of Always. So I'll be carrying on with that this week. I probably will be done with that by the time we next speak, but unconfirmed. I am a chunk of the way through When Women Were Dragons. I've started this. I'm not loving it so far. I think possibly books where X event happens to all of the people of X gender just might not be for me. Like, I dissect it too much in my head. I don't know. I'm going to keep going. I'm giving it 100 pages and then I'm making my decision based on that 100 pages, but I haven't got that far yet because it's on the back burner because I don't want to read it because it was annoying me. I already mentioned Animorphs 35 and I'm also... Did I bring it? No, I left it over there. I'm also 33%, a third of the way through The Grace of Kings, which is our Space Sirens book for this month. I'm enjoying it well enough. It is a fantasy that includes a lot of names and a lot of place names and people names. I am not the best with those, so it's all a little bit of a kind of confusing mix of things at the moment. I suspect it's going to be a series eventually I would like to do via audiobook, but I cannot get the audiobook here in the UK. I assume the rights are disputed or something because it's just not anywhere. But I'm enjoying elements of it. The bits that I've kind of grasped, I understand a lot. I think I need to get to the end and then probably do a reread. But I don't know when that's going to happen. I'll have to make some decent notes for the live show, I think. I'm trying my best. Fantasy with a lot of names is not my thing. For the rest of this week, I obviously need to finish all of those things. I have Marauder by Ella McRae. I have Saint Death's Daughter still to get to. And if I can get all of that done this week, then I will feel hugely accomplished because that's a lot. That's a lot of catching up. I'm just stuck in the middle of a few things. But I'm actually really enjoying being in the middle of so many different books because it means I can pick up whatever I'm in the mood for and just read like 100 pages or so. I'm liking that. Next week we're looking at Palom, which is the next book in those World of Lunaria L.L. McNeil things. And also I'm starting my reread of Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I don't think I have my copy of the first one up here and I don't know where Cytonic has gone. Where's he gone? Oh, it's here behind my butt. You can't see it, it's fine. I'm looking forward to that. I do need to also order a copy of the Skyward Flight novellas because I need to get to them, but I'm starting that reread. I'm looking forward to it. Finally been polishing off that series or getting back up to date. And most excitingly, my new release for next week is Nettle and Bone, and I'm so excited to read this new T. Kingfisher. You would not believe how excited I am. I keep nearly grabbing it, and I'm like, no, wait for next week. Wait, we can be patient. So I am being patient and really... I'm going to use it as my reward for finally finishing Saint Death's Daughter and When Women Were Dragons, because they've been sat around for a few weeks now. New releases, there are heaps of them at the moment. So ones that I have read. Dreams Bigger Than Heartbreak by Charlie Jane Anders is out. This is the sequel to Victories Greater Than Death, which is her YA sci-fi series. It's weird, wonderful, would not recommend it if you know you don't like Charlie Jane Anders' style. And that's weird given that I've just complained about the confusingness of Ken Liu's writing, but this is confusing in terms of the world building, not in terms of character names to keep track of. I like them a lot. I think I would like to reread them. I wouldn't recommend them to everyone, but if you know you like Charlie Jane Anders stuff, they're great. Also, the UK release of The Tangleroot Palace by Marjorie Liu is out. This is a collection of short stories and a novella by Marjorie Liu. It's like kind of spooky, fairy tale-y goodness. I read it for the US release last year and really, really enjoyed it. And I thought I would flag it up. If you're a UK viewer, you can get your own copy, and this is what the UK cover looks like. Ooh, shiny. Ones I haven't read, I mentioned in my new releases video, Hotel Magnifique is out now. This is like a YA with a magical hotel. Night Circus comparisons have been made. Interesting. Also, a few other things. Skyward Flight, I mentioned, and In a Garden Burning Gold, which if anyone has read it and can tell me what it is like, please let me know, because I love the cover, but I don't know if I want to read it or not. So please tell me, have you read In a Garden Burning Gold? I would like to know. Oh, I got some book mail as well. That's my last thing I'll tell you about before I bugger off to eat sweet potato. I'm really excited for it, can you tell? These actually got delivered to my old house, and they texted saying, hey, some post has been left for you, and I was like, who has this address still? And there was a mix-up with some of my addresses, but these are both from Orbit. These were unsolicited, so I am not on deadline to get to them. I will put them into my schedule for roughly around their release date. One is out in May, the 19th of May. This is press release and a bookmark. This is The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah, which is a sumptuous feast of richly layered classic tales and characters who will have you hungering to unravel their mysteries. Middle Eastern folklore, epic fantasy. Come on, tell me about it. A midnight merchant, criminal, djinn bodyguard, illegal magic, the attention of the Sultan who blackmails her into finding an ancient lamp. Okay. We get the gist. I'm going to be reading that hopefully in time for release. And also The Ballad of Perilous Graves by Alex Jennings, which I think is a New Orleans set story. In fact, I know it is, because it says step into New Orleans, as you've never seen it before in this vibrant and imaginative debut. I don't know much about this one. There's some songs of power that have escaped from a magical piano. This could be very good. If you will remember, very long time ago, I read Music and Malice in Hurricane Town, which was a not very good story set in New Orleans that felt a little bit appropriative. But I think this is going to be different for so many reasons. It just feels like it's a book coming from a real love of the city and not in like a, what's the word? Touristy kind of way, shall we say, and you'll know what I mean. I'm looking forward to reading this. When I got it, I was kind of like, adding books to my TBR. Unsolicited book mail is a kind of a complicated thing, because yes, I'm very grateful to receive it, but also, my schedule. If you come to tell me my sweet potatoes are nearly done, Luna, thank you so much. Just give me one moment, okay? You do your stretches, I'll do this. Great. She's not eating chocolate biscuits this time. Animorphs viewers will know what I mean. No. So yes, that's my book mail for the week. Very exciting. I've got some pre-orders I want to put in for April, but I've just not got around to it yet, and I need to check my book budget and such. But I think that's everything. Luna, is it time for lunch? Is that what you're excited for? Because I'm excited too. Let me know, what have you been reading? What have you been up to? What are your thoughts on rest and just taking a weekend off? If you can, I so recommend it. Especially if you're a person like me who really ties a lot of stuff to productivity. Excuse yourself from the need to be productive. It'll all be fine. And it might not if you've got like an actual deadline, maybe. While you're down there commenting, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It makes me feel loved and appreciated. You can also follow me on social media. Come hang out on Discord, where I occasionally share pictures of this cutest bean. Yes. So sweet. Nothing makes me feel more loved and appreciated than my Patreon supporters over on Patrons. My patrons over on Patreon. I can talk, it's fine. They support the channel and make videos like this possible. Thank you so much. If you'd like to join their number, that's in the description below as well. Oh, alright, Luna's escaping. That's all from me, and I will see you in the next one. Okay.
There's gonna be some bloopers now.
And on my way, take me to my list of things I'm in the middle of, please.